And I have my special guest. He's a friend. You know, I have a lot of friends. I've been very blessed to have a lot of good friends that I've made over the years. Yeah, but you are the original. I think Neil Sedaka. Neil, I dare say you're my oldest friend. My first friend.
We are, because we raised our family together at 370 Ocean Parkway, and we went on the rides in Palisades.
And Coney Island?
Yeah. Coney Island, the Cyclone.
You were a daredevil. I don't know how I always I admired you, but scared stiff. You were in the first car in that Cyclone, which is what that first dip is, 82 degrees or something? I mean,
yeah,
crazy.
But I did not stand up. I was chicken.
No, but you had your hands up. That's what scared me. You put your hands up, and I was wondering, how the heck? I was in the middle of it. There, one eye open, one eye closed, watching you. You were a son of a gun.
That's how I write songs. I take it from my everyday life and put it in. Ooh, I hear it going down the hill. I love the Cyclone now.
Is it still there, you think? Is the Cyclone still? I think the facade is there. I wonder if it's still working.
Over 100 years, Bruce.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't go on. My back is crappy.
I can't go on because I'm chicken.
Do you remember I lost my wallet? It fell out while I was on the Cyclone.
Oh, my God. Well, I don't blame it. I don't blame it because you were, as I said, you were amazing. We used to go on those things. But we were very lucky, you and I, Neil. We grew up in a time when we had such great hard times like steeple. Well, I remember my parents used to give me $1.22 or something, and I used to go to steeplechase and spend the whole day there. The whole day.
Steeplechase, the funny place, and the face. He used to say that ugly face. What? Me worry.
Amazing. And Nathan's and Mrs. Stahl's the Knishes and the merry-go-round.
Potato Knish.
Well, and I think a lot of this, Neil, growing up had a lot to do with your writing, and I had to.
Yes, that's true. I take things from what I'm doing and put them in a song.
Amazing.
But I vary the melody according to the mood.
Yeah, I know. Let's talk a little bit about Connie. I'm still so upset about that, and I know how close you were to her, too. And
God. She put me up as a songwriter. The first hit I ever had was Stupid Cupid by Connie Francis.
Yeah, amazing.
Mm-hmm. And then she did Where the Boys Are. I wrote that for a movie.
Yeah, I know you did. And now I remember, tell me if this is true, rock and roll mythology, that they called you a day or two before they needed a song, right? They weren't happy with what they had. So they called you, and within 1 or 2 days, did you come up with that? Is that true?
It was the same day, maybe morning, break, and night.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, I'm very proud of the tune of Where the Boys Are.
Amazing. You and Howie. How'd you meet Howie Greenfield, your partner?
His mother heard me playing. I was next door to them. Heard me playing classical. And she said to me, knocked at the door and said, Neil, would you like to write a song with my son Howie? I said, I don't know how to write songs. And then Howie came and said, try it, Neil, try it. I said, all right, I'll try it. We wrote, my life's devotion is loving you only. My heart says to you, I'll always be true. You'll never be lonely. Stinks. Crap.
But then it developed. Something
happened.
Yeah.
And slowly, it got a little better. And my sister was in the kitchen. Still crap. I hate it.
Absolutely. What a career you have and had and continue. Before we talk about now and what's going on with your life now, let me talk to you about that during our to that this.
Hello? Hello?
With cousin Brucie.
All right, Neil. Say Neil.
Yes.
Yeah, you're there. All right, we lost you somehow. I don't know, some kind of connection. So I'm talking about this, the time during COVID when you did this, to me, a miracle. You did something so wonderful.
You're a miracle to me, and I did for COVID one prayer after the other for the people who are locked into their homes and apartments, and it really get them up. It really gave them a shut up, and now I have over 100,000 saying, "Neil, thank you so much."
Well, Neil, I can imagine what you get. I get so many people, and there's not a week that goes by that somebody doesn't mention Neil Sedaka with those wonderful concerts during COVID. What a brilliant, what a wonderful move. What a great thing that you did. How often do you do those concerts? I don't remember.
I haven't done them in a couple of years, but I did one every day.
Yeah, you did. Wow. I remember watching them, and I'm saying, son of a gun, this is so good. They were so informal and so Neil, at the piano when you talked, and it was, you meet people, and people during an emergency, Neil, you and I know this, you and I grew up in Brooklyn, and we know people, we're brought up with people, and people need somebody familiar to tell them it's going to be okay. And with your music is so medicinal and so personal.
Thank you. I'm the melody, really. I'm true, all-time melody, and it's hooks. We chose this Brill building because they have hooks, things you can hang on.
Whatever hooks you had, you got hook, line, and sinker. You took it all. You took it all. That's not a bad title for a song. Hook, like
I know. I have to get to the piano. That's a good idea. I'm going to go to the piano, and we'll speak another time. I got a sudden rush. That means you got to hold on to that rush. I got to go, babe. I love you so.
Oh, I think it's great. Neil, what's going on today? We had a little talk the other day. I don't know what you want to, express here, but what's going on today? I know you did these little surprise visits to a club out in L.A., and I was wondering what that's all about. You want to discuss that?
I was a residency at the club Vitello, and I sang 5 of them every month, one a month.
Mm-hmm. And was that, yeah?
And I think I've had it because, the memory is not what it was. The voice, the singing is not what it was. And I'm a perfectionist.
I know you are. But when you say to me, and look, we're personal, and you don't have to discuss this because you're not going to hurt my feelings. We know each other too long. When you say to me, I've had it, Neil, as your friend, I can't, I understand, but I can't accept it. I cannot accept you've had it. Maybe you had, a lot of look, you've traveled along all over the world. That, I can understand you've had it. But I don't think...
I do, but I'm a perfectionist. And I got to go, babe. I love you so. We'll talk next time.
Okay. All right. Neil, thank you very much. Good. God bless. He is... he said, I've had it. Now, I can't accept that, right? I will never accept that when somebody has a gift like Neil Sedaka, right? You can't say, I've had it, It's not even a responsibility. It's something that's in you, of Neil Sedaka. That was quite interesting. I guess something went on. He had to run.